Hello kings and queens, and welcome back to the Art of Life and Love. My name is Joanna. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. On this channel, you'll be following me as I travel around the globe, sharing my personal growth, spiritual development, lessons in life as I go along my way. Right now, I am in the city of Cuenca in Ecuador, having spent the last week jumping from city to city to city, despite preferring slow travel. I think when it comes to cities, the max I need in them is about 4 days. And those of you who've seen my videos before, you know that Wednesday the 7th of September, I will be heading to a retreat center, a plant medicine retreat center, to work as a volunteer for the next 2 months. So I've been getting in as much of Ecuador as I can. I've been to Guayaquil, to Machala, and I am now in Cuenca. Machala was actually a little bit of a synchronistic detour. I was in Guayaquil and I really needed a massage, and it just so happened that my host, the Airbnb where I was staying, was right next to an Ayurvedic center. So I gave them a little message and he was like, you just missed me. I'm not in Guayaquil anymore. I come once a month. I'm based in Machala. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm coming to Machala. And it turned out to be super synchronistic. And if you want to watch a video where I talk about what synchronicity is and the magic of it and how I've been following it around the globe, then you can go and check out the link below, because I have made a previous video on that subject. It was synchronistic for a couple of reasons. A, because I got my massage and me and the guy hit it off. Like, I'll put all the links to him down below. He's based in Ecuador and in Peru, so if you're ever in any of those places, in Lima, Guayaquil or Machala, then give him a shout, because incredible. I'll show you some footage of him in just a second. But we really hit it off, and we were talking conspiracy theory, spirituality, consciousness. Amazing. It was just so good. And then, I kid you not, I got there at 10 a.m. He opened for me specifically, and then I didn't leave until 2 p.m. and when I tell you, when I left, I was floating. I was floating. I was just, he like cricked my neck and everything. He did hot oil. He got his elbows and really like tried to get rid of the tension that's in my body. He was like, on the outside you look relaxed, on the inside, yeah. I was like, damn. He also told me that I have no muscles in my back. So he was like, you have so much muscle in your leg but none in your back. But another reason it was synchronistic was because I stayed at my first ever couch surfing place. I've never stayed with anyone from couch surfing before. And I met my first host, and she was amazing. Rocio, I'll put in some footage or videos of her and her place and her 2 amazing cats, who I am a little bit allergic to, which is why I sound like this, a little bit nasally. I'm still recovering from all of their fur. Third reason it was synchronistic was because I got to go to the sea. I haven't been in the sea since June, when I went to Greece with my gals. And I was just craving it. I usually have salt baths when I'm home. I love immersing myself in water all the time. And yes, my Airbnb in Guayaquil had a pool, but it's not the same. It's not the same. But yeah, I got to go to the beach, I got to be in the sea, and it's the last time I'm going to be in the sea for a while, because I'm now in the Andes Mountains in Cuenca. So I'm going to show you a little bit of my travels, a little travel montage. You know I love those. And then I actually have a little story to tell you about what happened to me during my massage. But first of all, roll the film.
sun cream in Ecuador, I must be loco. This is a Hawaiian prayer. Lo siento, I'm sorry. Perdon me. Forgive me. Gracias. Thank you. Te amo. I love you.
So the story I wanted to tell you guys, I will try and keep it brief, is when I went to my massage and you saw the lovely massage parlour and the lovely man Harold, he started off with acupuncture and he put in the pins and everything. It was really good, all fine. And then he was like, okay, so we'll leave that there for about 20 minutes, and walked off. So I'm lying there face down with needles in my back, and my mind starts to freak out. But I don't easily sit still for very long without listening to something, watching something, or being distracted. And how many of you can relate? You know, in the world that we live in, we are constantly surrounded by distraction. You can put on YouTube, you can listen to music, you can listen to a podcast, you can read a book. You can just distract yourself from the spinning up here. And a lot of us have real difficulty just sitting in stillness, in silence, with just our minds. And I tell you, for the first, what felt like 500 years of me lying on that bench face down with needles in my back, I thought I was going to lose my shit. My mind was spinning. I can't do this. I don't know what's happening.
This is the worst thing ever. I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now.
How can I sit still for this long? Can you come back? Maybe I can ask him if I can put a podcast in my ear. How am I supposed to sit here for 20 minutes and lying, unable to move, unable to do anything? How am I supposed to do this without going crazy? And my mind spun, it tailspun, and it reminds me of something that I once heard. I don't know who said it or where I heard it from, but it was like something to do with meditation. If you let your mind spin and just observe the thoughts, it will eventually spin itself out. Your mind, your mind's a bit weird, obviously, everyone's is, but it's not going to be able to maintain a level of tail spinning anxiety for longer than a couple of minutes. And the thing is that we try to distract ourselves. As soon as we feel like our mind is spinning or racing or won't stop, we start to try and stop it. And the key word is try. We try to take action. We try to do something to stop the noise. And instead, you should allow the noise to continue until it stops itself. And my testament to that is that my mind was tail spinning for, like I said, what felt like 500 years. I thought I was going to go mad. My whole body felt like it wanted to spasm. I wanted to jump up, roll up off of that table, all of it. And do you know what? After all of that, literally all of a sudden, everything just stopped and it went quiet. And a voice in my head went, I kid you not, well, now what? And I was like, oh, what's going on here then? It was literally like my brain had realized that all of the tail spinning was not going to change the fact that I was not going to move. I had maintained the discipline to not get up, to not distract myself, and I couldn't really. What can I do if you've got needles in your legs and your arms? I'm not gonna roll off the table. You know, I don't want to seem like a little biatch and call for Harold and be like, please, I can't do this. like no, I was like, no, I'm just, my mind can spin all it wants to, but my body is not moving. And it goes back to a few videos that I've been making recently on radical acceptance. Radical acceptance when I got robbed in Madrid. Radical acceptance when I missed my damn flight last Sunday. And radical acceptance when I told my mind that I was not going to move my body and that it could spin itself out if it wanted to. And it did. And once it had spun itself out, and once it had realized that all of that noise and all of that, you know, craziness, and sorry if this is shaking, like I'm holding this up and my arms are awake, no muscles in the back, remember. Once my mind had realized that nothing was going to change, it just went, oh, well, since that's not going to change anything, how about we change gears? And it was crazy because I was like, you know, when you think to yourself, oh, was that my voice? Whose voice was that? And it was like a voice literally just went, well, now what? And you know what? I remembered doing a meditation once where the guy had asked me to explore the inside of my skull. Not explore my mind, explore the actual physical inside of my skull, as if I was just a ball of consciousness living inside this body, which is what I am. It's what you are, it's what we all are. And it was like I was inside the middle of my head looking out. Not out of my eyes, but literally visualizing like the back of my eyeballs, visualizing the inside of my skull, visualizing my physical brain, visualizing going into one ear canal and then out, and then into another ear canal and then out. And on top of that, visualizing my chakras, so visualizing my crown chakra, and actually, I know I sound insane right now, but visualizing it as if I was spinning around inside of my crown chakra. And then the same thing with my third eye. I was inside my forehead, there was an orb, I could like physically see my third eye chakra, and I was spinning around inside of it and energizing it. And I thought to myself, oh, this is how I will spend the next 20 minutes. I will spend the next 20 minutes in a form of distraction in a way, but I will spend the next 20 minutes exploring the inside of my skull, inside of my body. And I genuinely thought that I would make it all the way down to my toes. I didn't make it past my lungs. And then Harold came back and I was like, huh. Oh, he's back already. And it went from feeling like I was going to lose my mind, spending 500 years trapped in one position with nothing to do, to me clearing my mind, remembering who I am at a spiritual level, and finding a fun exercise to do in order to spend the time. And I was blown away, and that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. There's no real lesson in that. It's just something that I wanted to share and see if anyone else has had a similar experience. Like when I said I got off the table and I was floating, I was just like, hi. Thanks, Harold. It was an experience. And like, as just a last little side note as well, at the moment I've been doing a lot of purging, emotional purging, physical purging, like my body's kind of upgrading. Actually, what I've been going through and why I needed the massage in the first place was because I had a lot of energy inside of my body, a lot of energy, to the point where it felt like there was an electrical current running through me. And what I realized was that it's stagnant energy that has been stored inside my body for God knows how long. And again, I'll mention that book that I keep mentioning, Waking the Tiger, Healing Trauma, something like that. Put a link to it down below. And in it, the author says that all trauma is energy that has been trapped inside of the body. And what I've been going through at the moment is involuntary clenching and release, especially on that flight. Man, the guy next to me must have thought I had like Tourette's or something, because my like butt cheek would clench, and then my leg would clench and shake, and my hands were clenching and shaking. And it's been like this ongoing release of this stored pent up energy inside of my body. And that's why I so desperately needed that massage, because the Marma massage moves stagnant energy through your body. And so I've been doing absolutely everything possible to get this energy up and out of me. And God knows what's going to come up when I do ayahuasca in the coming weeks. But yeah, it's been intense. Look after yourself. Go get a spa, go get a massage, do a facial at home, take naps, be nice to yourself, give yourself warm hugs. Just treat yourself lovingly at the moment, because God knows it's hard. It's hard out there. And that's what I'm going to leave you with today. The next time you see me, I will be at this retreat. It's in the mountains. They have acres and acres of land. I'm sure I'll be able to crawl off somewhere and film something in nature. I just want to remind you guys that I now have a Ko-Fi page, which I'll put a link to down below. There you can book tarot readings with me if you so choose and it resonates, or get yourself personalized poetry, or you can buy me a cup of coffee, which would be much appreciated. But I will leave it there for now. And I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, and I hope and wish for you that you have an amazing week.